Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Alright, y'all. I gotta jump right into it because today is just pretty hectic for me. There's a lot of technical difficulties and other things that have been happening, so I am now doing this as I'm watching my daughter, and so I will try and be very concise and to the point. And what we want to talk about today, the topic is focus on rewards or activity. What do you think? And now there is a quote that I came across that literally talks about this, and this is pretty much the gist of it. Is, do you want to focus on the rewards or do you want to focus on the activity? The actual quote says, do not focus on the harvest you reap, focus on the seeds that you plant. And that is a key factor in this life right now, especially with everything and the instant gratification of things that we want. We really want the reward, right? But a lot of things I've been seeing in my paradigm specifically has been saying don't focus on that, even though that's something that we want, right? That's something what we want. We have to let go of that idea of even obtaining it. You have to just do it and just focus on the seeds that you're planting. And if you do get the reward that you're looking for, that's an added bonus. But what are you planting seeds in the first place for? What is the purpose? Is it just for the reward? Or is it because it's you? And that's what I started to really think about. I'm like, man, it's a fine line. I was listening to this one guy and he was basically saying it's a fine line, man. It's a really fine line of letting go of the expectation of the reward, but also having a goal, right? Also having a goal and an expectation of meeting the goal, but getting into a state of being to where that's not really the driver. It's just simply how you want to operate. You want to operate in such a way that you're in line with rewards, or you're in line with beneficial activity, but not in expectation that you must get the reward for that activity. This was pretty much tripping me out because I understand it on a whole different level. Sometimes there are things that happen in my life that I can recall that when I wasn't really focused on what I was gonna get, some pretty cool things happened. And some cool rewards resulted from it because I wasn't focused so much on, I gotta get this because I'm doing this. And sometimes that comes from, or that can come along with us doing kind gestures, kind things. We don't want to have the expectation of, because I'm doing these kind things, I should be rewarded, right? That's really the wrong line of thinking. It's really not a positive forward moving thought process. It's really reward driven, which is a borderline greed if you think about that. So we really want to make sure that we're doing the best we can to stay focused, man, on who we are and why we do what we do and what our personal mission is, and then what our group mission is with the individuals that we decide to collectively be around. But yeah, you definitely want to think about this one deeper than just listening to this video, because it's really deep, y'all. It really dives into the core of who you are and what you're really trying to get. And you really want to just be honest. It's okay if you're like, no, because I want the reward. I literally sat with myself and I'm like, well, dang, dude, okay, yeah, I do want the reward of being seen, being known, having resources and things like that. And I'm like, okay, but is that the reason why? Is that the reason why I'm actually doing these things though? And that's what I had to sit with and be like, okay. So that means if you do not ever get these rewards that you're looking for, are you still operating in a way that you feel is the best of you in this life, in this world? Because no matter what, the ripples, the seeds that you're planting, right, are still going to have beneficial effects, but you just might not get that larger or more that more expectant reward that you're looking for personally, right? You always do have a way of thinking like, oh, okay, well, this is going to help whoever, and then that's the reward. But there is a little bit of but what do I get for that? And this is something that we really got to sit down and be honest with ourselves, y'all, for real. Don't think that you're a bad person or anything. It's just really, really, really being honest. And once you're really able to look at yourself in that way, you'll be okay with certain things. You won't be okay with certain things, and you'll want to change them. And that's what all of this is for, y'all. All of this is for us to really deep dive into ourselves, to really think like, okay, who am I? What am I doing, man? What is this for? Right? Is it really for the reward or not? Because, we could go through this. We can go into the Mindset Matters Institute and do all of these things, but what are you expecting from it? Now there is a law. There is a law that is out there as far as reaping and sowing. And with that, there is a specific return based off of the output that you put out there, right? But there's no size, right? There's no size graph of like, hey, if you decide to give out $100 to a homeless person, that's not to say that you're gonna get double back. You know what I mean? Like, there could be many different forms in how you will receive positivity, if that's what your intention was in doing that you will receive the positive charge back, the positive energy back. There's a lot of different ways that occurs, and some stuff happens way, way, way down the line. So again, that's why it's so important not to really focus on that, because there's so many different things that happen in the spiritual realm, in the quantum realm of give and take, and cause and effect, and back and forth, and reaping and sowing, and all of that stuff, to where we just want to do good because that's what we want to see in the world. That's what it's really about. That's what it really breaks down to, is doing good because that's what we want to see happen in life. Not because it's going to make us famous, not because it's going to pull us in a particular direction of notoriety or income. It's simply because this is how things should be. And that's a totally different spectrum. Once you start going down that path, it's an act of service. Your life at that point is an act of service. So that really doesn't equate to reward like thinking. And man, now that I really deeply think about it, I think that's what Jesus was talking about. If we all can get in harmony with that thought, then we all just help each other. We all just do things for each other, and there isn't a small agenda or even a big hidden agenda behind the things that people do, whether it be seeking attention or whatever the case may be. It's just simply, hey, we need to fix the world, and this is a fundamental way to begin the process. It starts with us. Hey, I'm just going to do this because it's the right thing to do, because it's a good thing to do, because good things should happen in life, period. And, if you think about it like that, man, that's deep. That's really, really deep. And it's something to really deeply think about, because there's so much injustice out here. There's so many people that take advantage of kindness and all of that stuff. And, whether it's fair or not even isn't in question. It's just simply what's going on. But, yeah, man, I really hope you guys take hold to this. Definitely, look into the Mindset Matters Institute. Reach out to some people or reach out to me, and I'll give you a few names that you can reach out to, and they can give you their take without, me having any influence on it or anything like that. I'm going into that realm, y'all. This is the realm that I'm trying to go into, is that, we just need to know how to tap into ourselves, and that in itself will help people to understand that just being a good person is just how life is supposed to go, not for the extras. It's simply, if we all start to conduct ourselves a particular way, and we really learn about ourselves, and we really understand who we are, that can relieve a lot of anxiety and stress and feeling of unworthiness and all of this stuff that people go through. 'Cause it's really just about people not knowing why they're here, man. That's really what a lot of this is about. But yeah, definitely consider that, y'all. Open enrollment is going to be next week. So really, really, really think about these things that I present to you, because I do believe they're very important topics to meditate on, to really think about and contemplate these things and see how you play a part in that. But we got meditation, we got I am affirmations and gratitude, and we have some discipline that we're building in here, and it's a really good thing, y'all. It's a really good thing. So just think about it, and shoot me a message if you have any questions. But outside of that, y'all, always remember that mindset matters more than anything else. Okay, mindset matters more than anything else. Focus on the good. Focus on the good of the situations. Try not to have expectations. Simply do, because it's how you want to see life go. And let's really meditate on that and think about that, y'all. All right. Love you guys very, very much. Anytime. Out.